Hey,
Bon dia.
bon dia.
Little ninjas.
Hey, shouts out to the ninjas. Just so you guys can feel the vibe too. Right. Here we are going live.
En vivo.
Boom, in vivo. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the Late Morning Show with the Freewater Family. I'm your host, Quartz Freewater, with
Luna Freewater.
There we go. Boom. So it's Pisces season, so you know what that means. Feelings. That's more it right there. Or no. This one. Yeah, for sure. So not only is it Pisces season, the moon, new moon in Pisces. So we're feeling in, since Pisces season is the end of particularly the zodiac, before we start a new zodiac year with Aries. Kills on kills. What's happening? What is happening? Maybe it's this cable or something. Notice what you want. Poetic justice, put it in a song. All right. So in the meantime, we're getting feedback with this microphone too. All right. Okay. It's we gotta figure out what's going on with these Mizzy mics, but if you're on Instagram, no need to worry. So thank you for tuning in. If you're on YouTube, our apologies. As we figure out this just life in general, getting the equipment and using it, what's it called, just so many life lessons we've been picking up on. So yeah, again, thank you guys for tuning in and watching the family grow. We can get started with this astrology, right? Just a little astrology to get the day started, right? So yep, the moon is still in Pisces, right? What did we do for the new moon last night? Did anybody have any special ceremonies? I had a very special ceremony, which was sleep. There we go. Yeah, so that one was fun. Venus is in Aries. Very interesting. I have a Venus in Aries, so it's talking directly to me right now. Something interesting is that I feel like Venus and Aries, or fire signs in general, are just like all or nothing. So that if there feels like a hindrance in any way, then it's just like, okay, what's the point of doing any of this? You know? I do feel that um, with this Pisces season, especially the moon, and let's not forget Neptune is in its ruling, sign, Pisces. So the fact that Neptune is really dealing with our deep, deep, deep subconscious. It's like all these things that we didn't even know we were feeling. But let's say if someone said that maybe your breath smell in like second grade or something like that, and then you become a dentist, right? And you forget what even motivated you to become a dentist because of that one emotion that you felt in second grade, and it was embarrassing, and you felt like you never wanted to have that happen ever again. These are the emotions that are coming up to the front. Like, do you remember even why your motivations are your motivations? A lot of times we can be going so much that we forget why we even started, if that makes any sense. What do you think, Luna?
I think you said something very pivotal with the all or nothing, or if we experience a inconvenience on the path, we might see it as a sign to that we shouldn't be doing this. And it's really not that you shouldn't be doing this. It's like this is just part of the journey on that road. Like things happen. I think that we think that because we choose A or B, it's going to be smooth sailing, no turbulence. Either way, there's going to be bumps. It's really what you do with whatever opportunities or circumstances come up. So it's like holding that. What?
I'm just trying to find out where this interference is coming from.
So, like, I pulled the Chariot card today, and that felt like it resonated with the solar plexus of, like, what is it you want to do? And it might not be, the thing is, it might not be, like, physical things. We might be experiencing, like you said, things are coming up from the past, and we're just questioning our motivations. And it's okay to, like, stop and have those, like, questions and meditate on it, because then you'll just have more clarity within yourself. So if you're new to meditating or you need a meditating buddy, join me in the mornings because we up around 8 meditating, and I'm gonna start doing it in Spanish also.
Ooh,
en español. I used to do or I was doing, like, I do them both. And I wonder, like, if that helps people learn Spanish. So, if you want me to seep into your subconscious with some Spanish vibes.
Hey, what's going on? Oh my lord. Just doing some.
So, I did a little reading yesterday for the
Wow. Oh my god, that's so much better.
Thank you.
It was even ruining our mic over here. Oh my god. Oh man, can we take a second to just
Let's restart.
all right, here we go. Boot. And we're back. Boom. Oh, I guess I could do this one next time we do something. We'll be right back. And then, boom, we're back here. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. All right.
All right, so Neptune is in Pisces season, feelings. So since we know that, right, perhaps this is the time to divulge in those like practices that help us process those emotions, like making music or art, poetry. Acting.
Yeah, I definitely feel that putting it into the art is something productive. I feel it's like this energy that I am so grateful that I have that buzzing noise in my ear anymore. But like I was saying the other day when we shot the I Look Good video, where it's like that you're like I'm feeling the pressure, and I don't know, it just like even us showing up for the live show, it's just like, oh my god, like what are we gonna do, and this and this, and how are we going to get to where we want to go. And then what I just posted before the live show is just like the questioning of like, are we supposed to be doing this? Like, are we supposed to just be in the mountains somewhere, just chilling, and it's like I was thinking, like, well, if we just stayed out in the mountains and we never left, like when we made it to Damascus or whatever, what if we never left? What if we stayed and all the money we got, we just put into like a house or land or something, and we didn't have internet or nothing, so we wouldn't be streaming like that. Or I mean, there's some internet, but it's not fast enough to stream. So it goes, well, if we did that, then would Aries have gotten sick? Would we been in an environment for Rose? Would all these questions, and then it's like, well, we're here, we're in New York, we're doing good, and I guess that's what I was feeling in the beginning of the verse, is because it's like something I feel recently it's like when I was practicing DJing the other day, where it's just like something's missing, like that initial spark, that whatever it is, as Austin Powers would say, the mojo. And it's like I guess when you're younger, you're like, it's like skateboarding until you fall. You know what I'm saying? Like skateboarding's great, and then you fall, and then a lot of people might reconsider it. Or when you get back up, there's kind of like a slight hesitation or something like that. And it felt like I don't know, with the episode 2 that we just released on our YouTube, so be sure to check that out, subscribe, and leave a comment, please. That watching our videos with Aries and stuff like that, it's like, I don't know, it feels like he's here, like even when I'm like, oh, come on, Aries, and I'll grab the bandana and then we'll go out, because realistically, this is like, I feel like this is the equivalent to our dog park, like in the mountains and stuff. It's even like, because I set up the DJ stuff and I wanted to like DJ and set up the studio stuff and wanted to do that, and then it was like such a thing. And like here, it's like, not only are people DJs and singers and all that stuff, they're really good and they're really excited, and then there's things going on and there's people to meet and play with and go here. It's like, that's what I was saying, it's like an equivalent to our dog park, because like the fact that we're doing this right now, and it looks cool. It looks really cool with the green screen. We got the little lights, we got our speaker, just even with us performing and being like, oh, we gotta practice and run different scenarios that we'll be performing in, and all these different things. And those are things we wouldn't have, I'm not going to say wouldn't, but we were more focused on like going to the dog park and like hanging out and really focusing on maybe just the day-to-day things. And now it's like, well, not only do you have an opportunity to do it, you're really good at it, and it's kind of like a superhero being called to action, like Uncle Ben, like, we've been talking about Uncle Ben a lot, but just like, what video we watched? We watched a writing thing where the guy said it wasn't like an aha moment. It was like an aha couple of years. And that it was like, oh, how'd you get into this writing structure? And it's like, how did life put me into this writing structure? And that's what I'm kind of feeling now. It's like, oh, how'd you guys get this, and this, and this? And it's like, life put us in this situation to where we, I was just like, yo, we got to get this video out. And not only do we have to get the video out, it has to be fucking incredible. Like, it has to be crazy,
It will be.
And like Luna's saying, it will be. Yet that's where life comes and it puts the pressure on you, right? Where it's like, all right, time to make an incredible video. We made some other videos, they were great, but this one has to be like, pew, cray cray, right? And something that's
what would make it cray cray? Like, what's a cray cray bust down video, and how would you know when you see it? What effects does it have? What's the feel of it?
So I would like something that, for me, cray cray is like captivating. The where you're watching it the whole time, and
Hypnotizing.
yeah, and then it's off. You know what I'm saying?
And you're like, what? Bring it back, turbo.
If you mucho gracias.
De nada. Obrigada.
And so we were watching Pootie Tang last night. Well, I was watching Pootie Tang with Luna there. And
Luna present, not awake.
It's usually me that falls asleep first, but I waited a little bit.
But you took a nap yesterday.
Yeah. I've been doing that lately.
Napping. And that's okay.
It feels that like with the music and things like that, like just being creative, and the response to the song has been and here's another life thing, right? So we were in the studio, and we initially had this one song recorded that I was going to record at House of Hits. And I'm working with the engineer, and they're like giving me feedback and stuff like that. And then I hit one note, and it was like, oh, whoa, you can like sing, like try this and use the bottom of your this and blah 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 blah. So the song became something, I'm not going to say completely different, but it changed a lot. And initially it was like, and then now, like, we've done all those things, and it was like, oh, well, it's missing kind of like a second verse, a second rap thing. And I even just thought about it before I just said this. I remember when I first recorded it, I never did a second verse. So I feel that like it's in the stars for it not to have a second verse, because I didn't even finish technically the first verse, if we want to go deep into the song that people are going to hear this Friday.
Bam, 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 bam. And we have more than enough time. We have Taco Tuesday, Hump Day Wednesday, Thursday, and then Venus Fridays. So, Freewater Friday. We got nothing but time and opportunity to make a bust down hypnotic video.
Yeah, if you want jamming out on the YouTube. So I'm excited to just go and like check out, video things, see the ideas. YouTube is the equivalent of going to an art gallery or a museum for a videographer. And I would do that a lot of the times too. I think that's how just definitely go to a museum, pick up on inspiration.
I feel like for myself in this like energy, it kind of feels like the whole imposter syndrome thing, because it's like, who are you to live this awesome life, and like the guilt and whatever. But then like as that stuff comes up, just like addressing it, because like you said, it'll take you back to the point of origin where you made that agreement or you accepted that to be true because of whatever the reason, whoever was there, whatever happened, and then you can like rewrite that and be like, yeah, because I like work on myself, put out good energy, So then I receive it back. That's how it works. Like, you know, instead of like blocking the flow. And then just taking every opportunity that comes, because that's what it feels like. There's been more opportunities, and just know that like if it shows up, it's because you can handle it. And there's like something in that experience for you. You know, you might not like crush it the first time, but you might. Beginner's luck is a real thing. So it's usually because I feel like you're just not thinking about it too much.
Yeah, CC. I was just thinking that too, because I was like, everything I've done, I've been really, I'm not even going to say good at. I'll just be like, I don't know. Yeah, good. Okay, good. Maybe not great, phenomenal, you know, but relatively good at a lot of things. But I feel now like being in New York is where it goes like good doesn't cut it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be great. You got to be outstanding. You got to be, you know, and that's where it's like this excitement that, because like when you're out in the mountains, you're the only person with a DJ thing. You know what I'm saying? You're the only person with the podcast. You're the only person with video games. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, you got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been looking for video games forever. And now here, you know, we're not the only streamers, you know, that when we stream for the hour, everyone's like, oh my God. It goes, oh shit, you're going up against people who are streaming like 11, 12 hours a day, you know? Missing you both very much as Pro is quickly approaching. How many times does Luna tell me about Pro? We should have a counter. And remember,
when is it?
Tampa Pro is at the day that it's at. It's in March.
The day that it's at.
It's in March. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder who's going.
And they painted it pink.
They did?
Yeah, they painted it pink. It looks
wow.
great. I think this year will pop out. Last year was like white. I'm not gonna lie. We were not like well, blown away.
I don't know what they were doing.
Yeah, but the pink looks dope. Will they bring the fire rail back? Because last year there was no fire rail.
Oh.
Yeah. Did we make it to any of the Tampas last year?
I don't know. I'm focusing on the here now. But I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah. It's pink. Yes. 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 Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Tampa Am 21. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, and that was 21. That was 2 years. So it's time to.
How long have you been growing your hair?
6 years. That was funny. We were at the bar thing the other day, and this dude comes up. He's like, "Yo, son, like, how long you been growing your hair?" So I start dying laughing, right? And he's like, "Yo, you're smacked," and I'm like, "Yo, I'm yes, super smacked, right?" And it's funny because I've been saying 6 years for me. It's always been 6 years. I don't know.
Since I've met him.
So Luna comes up to me the other day. It's been 2 years since I met you, and you've been saying 6 years for those 2 years.
I'm just letting you know.
So I was like, oh shit. So it might be 8 years now. You know, I got to do the math on it. When was 2017? I think
matter.
2016 maybe.
That's
still 6 years. Maybe I would have rounded up.
What is time?
Yeah,
you know? Because we've known each other like not that long, but it goes deep. So
yeah, we got Aries with us.
He's always present.
I've been wearing the bandana.
Well, we go out and we meet a dog that he responds to the word steak, and that, you know, Aries loves steak. And there were just like
Yeah.
all these little signs where we're like, Aries is here, very much so. Yeah. Yeah. But okay, so you were saying like you're competing, but I feel like the open mic we went to, there were people who are writing for Broadway. There are people who are actors, like, you know, everything. People going on tour, people who went on for the first time, just read their poetry from their phone. And I feel like when it comes to like true art, and people, we will say this, like real people, like even if you suck, they're not gonna belittle you because you're mastering your craft. Like everyone's in like part of the journey, and we can just honor where everyone is in that aspect. So it's not so much about competition. Like the way you DJ is so different than anyone else, and wherever you are, like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's still, no one can be you. So, plus, you know, what you bring to the table. So it's more about like bettering yourself, and I feel like it feels good to be in an atmosphere where there is pressure, because like things were like feeling easy, you know, like wherever, when we go to the small towns and stuff, we're like the weirdest dressers, and everyone, or not weirdest, but we're like, we really personalize our like what we wear. And here in New York, everyone has style. I'm like, shit, everyone is so cool. I feel like the nerdy kid, like, oh my God, you're so cool. And it feels like it's definitely a different feeling. So I'm excited for events. We should go to a museum. We need a fun day, like a no work fun day, because those are like where the inspirations come. You know, isn't Venus and Aries? Shouldn't that mean something?
Well, let's get what we need to do done.
All right, let's make this video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people saw that. I was like, we got things to do. I think that's the
Okay, we
thing
do the
about
video,
it.
and on Friday we go to the museum. So that's Venus.
Well, on Friday we pop out. That's the whole.
Okay,
You do
fine.
what you're supposed to do, and then you pop out, and then you got a reason to, I don't know, pop out, share. Hey, dude, check out my video.
Yeah,
So I
we'll
always
see
look
what
at
bar
it.
we take over and play it.
Yeah, that was cool.
We do that everywhere we go. It ends up happening. So that'll be fun.
Put it
Maybe
on
we
the
can find
TVs.
like an Afrobeats lounge or something. Hookah lounge.
I will say the thing that is cool is that there was like Afrobeats and like reggaeton, or
Where?
not really reggaeton, but Bad Bunny because we walked in, they were playing Burna Boy.
Yeah, that was cool when we walked
Mm-hmm.
in. It felt like, you know. But then I don't know what happened. But it's okay.
DJ switched or something.
The other twin got on.
Yeah, something that was cool was just hearing the different DJs, and like it's not necessarily, I guess the part of me that is excited to be here is because I am me, right? But with being you still have to execute on a certain level, right? And I think that's something where you're in the mountains, you don't really have to execute too much, because you just being you, like, is already crazy enough, right? Because, you know, if we have one video, if we even have a YouTube channel at all in the mountains, you know what I'm saying, and we upload it a couple times a year, then, you know, you're on par or above par in that level, right? And that's what I'm saying here is like, we're so different, and our content is different, our songs are different, you know, we're who we are. Like the modeling thing, yeah, people are excited because of my look, but at the same time, I need to be able to walk, you know, and walk at a high level, you know.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's what's exciting about New York is because it's going like what we're saying, like we're on this kind of easier path where it's just like, oh, we're crushing it by just showing up, right? And now you're here is kind of like going from college to the NBA or some shit like that, where you're going like, all right, cool, I was good here, but now everyone is really good here, and you know, like you're saying, people writing on Broadway and this and this. So it makes you want to bring it too, and you're enjoying people's presence. So it's like an enjoyable come up. It doesn't feel like at the open mic, it didn't feel like, oh my God, I have this pressure and this and this. Otherwise, people are going to boo me. It just felt that, oh, everyone else did really well. I want to do really well too. I want to, so
yeah.
the guy he's like, all right, guys, get your hands up and do it like that. And I was like, oh shit, what's going on, Emerson? Right. And okay, so I want to do something like that. And then I was like, oh yeah, remember the dance we came up in the parking lot, and is, new van or the new bust down Rolly. And it was cool seeing everyone do the thing. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, now imagine stadiums and this, that, and the other and all that, like getting to that level where, but it's going to take practice. It's going to take the work. And, it feels, just like now I'm even more excited because the mountains is always on our agenda. Just we're on the agenda. You know what I'm saying? Right? But to go back and let's say, because if we stayed in what's it called, Damascus, we were talking about doing the festival, or I guess I don't know. I shouldn't say these things. Just we thought about doing things, right? Fashion and all this other stuff, and then doing it out in the mountains. Now it feels that us having these experiences, we get better to where we can go anywhere in the world and put on an event because we've seen what works, we've seen what doesn't work, we've seen, goddamn. Oof. Hey, what's going on, melanated? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, it's just a good. It's like the biggest thing I've been hearing about like representation in models, and one thing that was funny is because I started out as the camera person, always having a camera, and then someone came up to me and they was like, "Oh, you should be a model." Oh, Steve! Shouts out to fucking Steve.
Shout out to Steve.
Shouts out to Steve. Get some. So, hey, and that's actually something that I'm learning now is because me growing up and learning through my experiences have been people kind of like yelling at me like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? That looks dumb. Like, don't do that. Pose like this and this and this and this. All right, smile, right? And it's like, and I would say something like, give me a reason to smile. Like, there's no music. Like, what the fuck? And they were like, that's not modeling. You got to be ready at any time. And this and this and this. So, right? So then it goes, all right, this is how I've grown. Now things are changing and we have to be able to get the same results or communicate the same thing because Steve isn't wrong, right? In a lot of things. Yes, Pisces season.
I'm guessing you're a Pisces.
Yes. Oh, also, if you're a Pisces, boom, 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 boom. Let us know. We got a card for you, pulling cards for the Pisces and for YouTube as well. Let us know. We got the little comments
You know
open.
what to do.
Let us know. We'll pull some cards. Drop an emoji. All those things.
Hey, Heather.
Right? Heather. Yeah. Boom. So, yeah, it's just been really exciting. Yes, I am. Also,
Gotta pull a card.
we gotta pull a card. Pulling a card. Yeah.
He's gonna pull a card. Your lady's favorite shaman.
Oh man, I gotta get it on the roadcaster now.
I just did it live.
But I gotta get it on the roadcaster.
But I just did it live.
Did it live.
What card will it be?
Boom. Oh, interesting. Prince of Swords, Aquarius. Something we were talking about is that Aquarius is something interesting about astrology is that people don't know astrology too much, right? So it's like what Luna was saying, is definitely a vibe for sure.
Makes you want to touch it, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's like the trippy shirt where you're just like, I'm gonna lay in bed and just touch the shirt all day.
All right.
When for myself as an Aquarius, I didn't necessarily know the order and all that stuff. I just knew I had big beef with Capricorns. I was like, me and Capricorns don't get along.
From personal experience or from?
Yeah, personal experience. It was. I remember it specifically because it was like really cool in like the, I don't know, dating or whatever the fuck it was, right? So, I go on this date with a Capricorn. We pull up to the spot. Obviously, I'm a little late. They're not too stoked on that one. Not at all.
Is that a thing you do? Because he did that to me. And that was about to be end of your chance. Your opportunity. You almost missed out.
But I came with my skateboard. I came with crystals. I came with a speaker.
No,
and I power slid. I power slid. I was coming up. I was like, what's up? And she was sitting there like,
my time is really important. I don't go on dates.
But I look so cute. I knew it. I did the hair flip too. I was like, I'm so cute.
You were lucky. You're. I think I said that. I was like, you're lucky. You're cute. Let's get a smoothie.
I know. Hey, Raw. Hey, fellow Aquarius in the building. Let's go. Let's go. So, thank you very much.
All right.
All right, so I go on this date with a Capricorn.
And you were late.
I was late, right? A little bit, just a little bit. Un poquito.
Latino
right?
time.
Latino time, exactly,
okay,
exactly. So they were Capricorn time, so they were on point. They
military
were in their car
time.
earlier. Yes, boom. So we get there, and they're like, oh, so we're going to this restaurant, right? And I was like, yeah, or we can just vibe out, walk around, see what we find, you know? Like,
yeah.
I'm not. And they were like, excuse me? The fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, did I say something? They were like, no, you said that we were going to this restaurant. I called ahead to make sure that this was available on the menu and I can make these substitutions. And I was like, shit, well, then we're going to go and, you know, to that restaurant, fuck it, right? There you go. So I'm there, and then I'm like, I think I even said something about like splitting food or something like that, and they were like, who's splitting what with who? What? Not. I mean, I'm ordering this. If you would like to order it too, you can do that. And I was like, well, it just doesn't really make sense because, you know, like you're ordering it, and you know, I can order something different. And we can split that bitch down the middle, and you have like 2 different sandwiches or some shit. They were like,
wah, wah,
yeah, no. All right. There you go.
Oh.
So
then what happened?
It was like one of those like super just everything that I was saying was like missing, and I've like never been in that situation. Like it was like a polar opposite. Like, oh, I like to do this, and they were like, brr, 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 brr. I was like, oh, okay, but I guess it wasn't like in my how it translated to my head. They weren't like so this. It was just they were. You know how Capricorns are. They aren't necessarily grumpy, but they're just like
there's like a wall.
Yeah,
there's like a way of doing things. In the military.
I remember when I was doing street tarot, earth signs are the craziest, right? Because you'll do a whole reading and like they give you no feedback at all, just stoic, just
But inside they're like, oh my God,
So-
he
so-
can see me.
So each time I'm like, ah! And then what happens is they'll be like, all right, so what's your Venmo? And then they'll give you the largest amount of money that anyone's given you that day.
And
So
they have the money.
They
They're
do.
the ones with the money.
They do.
So there you
Earth and
go.
water signs, they pay for readings, right? Air and fire signs, they share for you. They share and they're in your comments. So for all my astrologers,
Give you
just
the
know,
energy.
just know what you're doing. Just know what you're getting yourself into. You know, just be like, it's gonna be lit in the comment section. You drop that, air sign reading. They're gonna be like, oh my God, this is crazy. Earth sign comments, not so much. But if you put your Venmo on there, your Cash App, they're not gonna ask you for it too. That's not what they do. That's not them.
No.
That's air signs and fire signs. They're gonna ask you for your Venmo. They'll pay you like 2 weeks later. They just like the communication. They're like, oh my God, that was amazing. What is your Cash App? And you're like this, and they're like, okay, so I get paid in 2 weeks, and I would love to give you $5. And you're like, I'm so here for it. I love it, right? And then you start talking. They just want to converse, right? Earth signs, air signs. Remember, you got to tag yourself. Cash App in the bio. Have it pop up. They're going to then send it to you. You'll be like, oh, you'll tell them thank you. They're just going to like it. They might even leave you on red. They don't, they got things to do. Also, that's just not them. They already paid you. I paid you, so I wouldn't have to say anything. And now you're talking to me. Am I lying? Right. All right. So anyway, back to the reading. The reason we set this is that if you aren't paying attention to necessarily the zodiac, your closest neighbors would then be somewhat your rivals if you are in a lower level astrology without necessarily understanding. Now that we can joke about Capricorns, I know what I'm getting myself into. I'm gonna show up on time.
Understand their language.
Understanding their language. That's all it is.
You pulled the card yesterday. Was it about, okay, we've been working on our craft individually, and now it's time to come together and work as a community. And when we come together, instead of expecting everyone to communicate the same way and have the same needs, wants, and expectations or experiences, understand that everyone has lived a completely different life. And it might take some communication, patience, compassion. It might take some time, but it can happen. And like you said, just understanding, because when Capricorns, when they do have that fun time allotted, they're the funnest and they're very adventurous. Like a lot of my best friends are Capricorns, and they, it's a good time. When there's that,
a lot of time, a lot of time, and a lot of budget.
And the budget.
That's the thing. They're gonna have their budget.
They're very responsible.
They're responsible. They got this money to blow. And they're the ones who like, I've worked hard for this. We're about to go out. See, that's the thing. Once you go out with a Capricorn, you better be ready to ball, because they're ready to get the hotel room. They're ready to get the Uber. They want to go eat at this restaurant. You're like, I thought we can go to Applebee's. They said, bitch, I did not travel on an airplane to eat at no Applebee's. We're getting $50 steaks. And that's the cheap place. I found another place that it's super hidden, and the mashed potatoes are $100, but they're to die for. Capricorns. There you go. And the mashed potatoes would be to die for. You would, us fire and air signs, we would come in, we'd get our little side and some water, having a good time. No, now we're at a different. Now I've been leveling up to my Capricorn self. That's why I understand. Filet mignon, you know what I'm saying? It was good. It had the chimichurri on the side. Well, you need the chimichurri. You use a butter knife. You say in there, do the damn thing, right? That part.
What does it have to do with the reading?
You have to love each other's love languages. So that's why for Pisces, we have the Aquarius card, because it's going Pisces, learn from Aquarius, right? Also, I'm going to pull another card. Let's see. The Fool. I was about to say learn from Aries as well. So the Fool is just go. It's the pink. It's the
What's the best card?
right. So I think that I dated Pisces once. Very talented. So this is something I was saying too, as like us changing the process of how we see the world, right? Because it really is like we're in New York, right? But we're not in New York, right? We're in a lovey-dovey New York. It's awesome. People are nice. You know, they help you push your van. You know, it's dope, right? But we can also be in negative, what you hear on the news, New York, or whatever the fuck, da 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 da, this, and this. Now, your frequency, wherever you're at, you'll find your frequency. That's the world that you're at, right? So what we're saying this is for Pisces are really good at creating their environment, creating a fucking vibe. That's one thing I've learned from that relationship is that Pisces, when they come home, it's a fucking vibe. They got the incense, they got frequencies, they got the music, they got the food, and they don't eat. Like, I remember we would get pasta, but it would be like, we would totally even throw the whole meal out because we were going to cook it or whatever if we couldn't find the right bread, right? Or it was like, I'm vegan, but when it comes to Texas toast, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a vibe.
Toast.
It's a vibe. You need that shit.
Oh, you just
right?
reminded me of chopped cheese.
Chopped cheese, get the dark chocolate afterwards, you know, with a little drink, vibing. And we were vibing in like a U-Haul. And that's what was cool about Pisces. Now, the reason why I bring it up is because that vibe can expand. And that's where Aquarius is coming. Aquarius comes in and goes, see what you're doing here. What if we were, you know, instead of going from hotel to hotel, what if we owned the hotels and they were like this vibe? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sounds
it's
like a Capricorn thing.
See, the Capricorn is the one who gets it done. Aquarius is the one who's like,
the idea.
Yo, son, you know, it'd be crazy. Instead of us moving from hotel to hotel, what if we owned the motherfucker, right? And you can smoke in that bitch and have incense ready for you, a pack of incense ready, like fucking crazy, right? And what's funny is we found those at the Econo Lodges. We'll go and it'll be like, some of them, they have like the incense burning, like the Indian owned ones, or, you know, no disrespect, but I think it's Indian, but yeah, they come in. It's a vibe, and they got the incense. They even gave us a pack of incense. They sold us. We was like, yo, what smell is this? They were like, hey, we sell you one. We have extra box. And it's like, yo, for sure. We found the smoking room. We were like, wait, those exist still? Fuck yeah, dude. We love the middle of the goddamn states and shit. So either way, back to the reading. So since Aquarius are the one to come up with the idea, Capricorns are the one to implement it, right? Pisces are the one to feel it, right? So don't forget the Aries is the one to get everybody up, the motivated to go do it. You know, like Aries are the ones. This is something I learned when like your friends are super lit and shit, and you're debating on if you want to go to Taco Bell, KFC. Oh, we're going to go here. Oh, I think we should go there. Here's something I always do. Here's a life hack for you guys. You're about to blow your mind, right? Just start walking.
Yeah.
Right. Literally, just start walking. Like, oh, are we going to this club? Are we going to just start walking? Where are you going? I don't know, but I'm walking. And where eventually everyone is going to start following you, right? And then along the way, you can figure out what you want to do, and then everyone's just going to do it, right? It's crazy. Or we're figuring out as we're doing what? Walking, right? So we are doing something, but this whole standing, because it can, I remember you would get up and like like you're sitting down and you stand up and everyone's like, oh, and then you sit back down again because everyone's so lit. And man, these remind you, come on. This is relatable, right? For anybody who's had a night out with your friends. And
because I'm always leading. I'm always going where I want to go. I'm not waiting.
See there, that's why, again, Aries. That's why I said this is why
I'm
you
not
need to
waiting
learn
in line. I'm not deliberating. Like, we know what we want and we're going to get it, and that's what's happening.
Yeah, if
There's
we're waiting
fun to
in
be
line, it
had.
was lit.
Yeah.
We didn't want to go inside anymore. I felt
But
like Night at the Roxbury.
Waiting in line for a place you're not even trying to get into. That was the best part.
Wrong venue. Oh, word. All right, see you guys later.
They were like, you guys aren't even trying to go here? No. That's the cool part. I feel like that's like when you reach a certain level of like, my life is so dope that I don't need that night out to survive or to get me through, or like I don't need to. It's really not about at any destination. It's like literally every part of it is fun.
Yeah, being outside to be outside, you know. I think that's something that's been coming back as, like you said, just doing it for fun, just pulling up. It's like the high schoolness of like, oh my God, I gotta go outside, just because it's like, I don't know, it was just fun. You were so stoked. You didn't want to miss out on life. You know, I feel like when you're older, like you're like, I don't really care too much. Like, I'll see the highlights, you know, like I remember like you know, if you see your friends like upgrade or update their Facebook and you know they tagged, because I don't think in MySpace you were like able to tag. You were able to tag on MySpace, but like when they posted a picture and everyone's together and you're like that there and you're like, excuse me, y'all went to McDonald's? And then you message a friend. It's like, yeah, we were just going to McDonald's real quick. I just had to go, and it just happened. And then you were on the other side of town, and we didn't think it was gonna be a thing, and we ran into all right. But now as an adult, you're like, I'll catch it on Insta. I'll be there. I'm a be in the I'm here with y'all. Mm-hmm. So it's just funny. Just kind of getting back into that energy. Not it's like what like the excitement of going out when you're younger, but not the feeling like you're missing something, you know, but the feeling that you're creating something, if that makes more sense. Like if we don't go out, did we really miss anything? But if we do go out, are we not giving ourselves the opportunity to make memories and to make cool experiences, you know? And that's what we tend to do. And we tend to prepare for those moments because it's like Luna's like, so why do we get another speaker? You know, you just got this speaker and you get this one. I'm like, but Luna, this one clips onto your belt, right? So now we can have a speaker with us even in places where it's like a little weird to have a speaker, right? And then we pull up and what's going on, Herschel? And I'm just like, all right, if we're going to wait in line, I'm going to play music. So we start playing music, and then instantly people start dancing behind us, and it just turned into a whole vibe. And that's where it's kind of like where we're at now. What I'm saying is that, you know, because do we even know what event it is? No. Do we feel that we missed out on the event, like crazy FOMO? Not necessarily. Did we have fun waiting in line, just hanging out? Totally, right? And it's a cool part to be in life where it's just like, what's it called? The ability to just, I don't know, have fun. Like, I don't know, just have fun. Because I remember laughing and, you know, going out to parties and all that stuff when you were younger, but it feels more like I don't know, like, was I having fun? I think I have fun now more as an adult because you can go to places that's fun. You know, like I feel like when you're younger, you're drinking whatever alcohol you can get. Um, you know, like you're listening to whatever music someone has the CD to or what, you know what I'm saying? Like now, like you said, oh, I want to go to an Afrobeats bar. Like we can do that. You know, if I wanted to go to a bar that had video games, I can do that now. You know, which, you know, when you're younger, or let's say you're going to a college party or something like that. You know, it's like, is it really going to have the best music ever? You know, is it really going to have tasty drinks, or is it just a hunch punch? You know what I'm saying? Like, These are the questions, you know, that you can answer as an adult. You know, shit's gonna be tasty sometime. And figuring out your drink, right? A Mexican mule, right? And ginger beer, tequila. Oh my god. You turn 21, they like, what do you want? You're like, a beer? And they go, what beer? A tap beer. We have this on tap. Oh my god. You're like 21, you're like, oh, this is like a never ending thing. It's like so many questions, and you click on it and 8 more questions come out. And then you don't even know. They're like, this is an IPA, this is a pale ale, this one's a ginger beer. You're like, I have no idea what any of this means. Now, being an adult, I drink Malbecs. Miss Luna. Oh, we get a wine? Oh, is it Malbec? It's from Argentina. We're distinguished. We got some season on us.
It's not even that. It's just knowing what you like. But you have to live life. You have to try all the things. Like the first time I got drunk, it was off some gross anise liquor or whatever that my friends and I found in my parents' cabinet, and I was like, try this. And then next thing you know, our clothes are off and we're like wasted. But we were just dancing to music in the living room. Like, you know, I feel like kids innately are just like, they're not trying to do dumb shit. They're just like experimenting and whatever. So throughout life, and a lot of, you know, burnettes in college, like that, none of the flavors are really good. And like you said, like when you're younger, you think things are happening outside and you feel like, oh, I have to be out there to experience them. Or some of us, I don't know, things are changing and people are more in tune with themselves. Like that's how I used to feel. But I remember my brother didn't go out like that. Like he went out when he wanted to with the friends he wanted to. And I was more like just socially, like always with friends. But then now, like when you have the awareness that you can dictate, like everything you're saying, it's like, it's a nice thing. Cause there's no, I don't feel pressure. Like we get to do this. We get to make a bomb ass video from that awesome night that we had. That was very like in the moment. And like we had a general idea, but then it happened better than expected. The venue was really cool, and now we're like excited to figure out how to DJ there. Thanks to Pat with the answers.
Pat's got the answers.
Exactly.
Remember that. Remember that.
So.
Yeah. It's cool. It's a cool life.
Yeah. Pisces season.
Pisces motherfucking season. Wait. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, especially on the YouTube.
Good catch.
The mic just fell.
Wow.
All right, guys.
On that note,
I guess we'll
like, share, subscribe. You know what to do if you fuck with it. Cool, thank you. Share, say something in the comments. We have merch with our awesome logo that has a lot of meaning and love and Reiki magic behind it. So if you fuck with the logo, check out our shop. Look at our music videos and stay tuned for Friday because we're going to be dropping something new.
Yes, super excited. And be sure to watch our latest episode of the Home Movies dedicated to Aries, Freewater, Aries Forever.
Shot in Tampa.
Bay to the Bay. All right, till next time, people. Much love.
But I really just have to tell you this. It's been a while since I'd admiring your tenderness, your Coca-Cola bottle shape and all your cherry lips. And then you alone me want to hug love up and then make kiss. I want want to show you I'm a man that very romantic. But choose a very choosy girl, that's why me never itch. Nothing can do you see me now when you me want to strip. Me girl them a sing this and get your licks.
I could call you my baby boy. You could call me your baby girl. Maybe we could spend some time. I can be your sunshine. I could call you my baby boy. You could call me your baby girl. Maybe we could spend some time. I can be your sunshine. We don't have to be in love. We can just be friends. I'll be right there, beginning to the end.
You take me love for granted. Why, oh why? I never knew you leave me stranded. Why? You take me love for granted. Why, oh why? I never knew you leave me stranded. Bye. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Baby, you should let me hold you, baby, you should let me wine you and throw you, baby, you should let me hold you, wine you, baby, you should let me wine you, desire you, yeah. Girl, I've been looking for you all man. Girl, you give me that sweet satisfaction. One and only, one can be my only. The other must agree to be just a friend. But she go wine slowly. We put the line, I on it, but I already agree to be just a friend. And it's so hard to live with the truth. My girl is bad, but I dream of you. It's Fuja Day, time deja vu. And I think of you. I know I shouldn't be thinking of you. Everything that I ask of you, I already know. Everything ain't gon' say I can lose times two. Only thing I don't wanna lose is my boo. No matter what, no matter what. One and only, one can be my only. The other must agree to be just a friend. But that girl, she go wine slowly. We put the line, I on it, but I already agree to be just a friend. One and only, one can be my only.
One man jar is another problem. When I you dead is another anthem. Everybody leave when money done spend. Me no big friend and me I tell them. One man jar is another problem. When I you dead is another anthem. Everybody leave when money done spend. We no big friend and me I tell them. One man's trash is another treasure. Even if you're gone, somebody will better. Happy times pass, memories are fade out. Then before you know, them must say you played out. Push with that, you know all of them failure. Bag a gal running, I know them no real. With your dear one, them all a come between you. Know you last. Yeah, you know. Must be me karma. I should be me the drama. You know. Mine a fish sharp, man. As me go back when me start from, you know. Must be me karma. Shoulda listen to me mother. Mine a fish sharp, man. As me go back when me start from. One man jar is another problem. When I you dead is another anthem. Everybody leave when money done spend. Me no big friend and me I tell them. One man jar is another problem. When I you dead is another anthem. Everybody leave when money done spend. We no big friend and money start it up. Things are going, them a live up. Now when you call them, no pick up. So you have to boss up. For soul friend, I get pass up. Can't sit them to machines, them get pack up. Them woulda cut anyhow, me think pack up. No, must be me karma. I should be me the drama. You know, mine a fish sharp man. As me go back when me start from. You know, I must be me karma. Shoulda listen to me mother. Mine a fish sharp man. As me go back when me start from. Another anthem. Everybody leave when money don't spend. We no big friend. Then me a tell them. Leave when money don't spend.
Next time it's gonna be you. Know what you're doing and how you move, baby. Know that babies cannot be choosy, baby. Know you're getting what comes to you, baby. You are. Every time you move like that, you just move right back in my list of my potentials. You got a body like that, need to research that. Let me look up your credentials, baby. You know it's time to go. Come on, meet you at the door. I call wife, you baby, oh no. This time it's gonna be you. Know what you're doing and how you move, and I'll be choosy, baby. Know you're getting what comes to you, baby. You are. You could be Steven, giving me a fever, babe. I realize I don't need it, babe. Call you see the way that you treat me, baby. Used to think you were a keeper, baby. Now I know you're too eager, baby. I could have been a cheater, baby. I stuck around and I see you shady. On the real though, need you to know how I feel though. I show my heart like it's played though. If you want love it, then say so. On the real though, need you to know how I feel though. I show my heart like it's played though. If you want love it, then say so. It's gonna be you. Know what you're doing and how you move, baby. Know that babies cannot be choosy, baby. Know you're getting what comes to you, baby. You are.
No stress, no enemy. That boy used to be a friend of me. XO, what she sent to me. Say me can't let them boy get to me. I'm in the mood. I'm in the bigger mood. High life, get away. Tough life, far away from you. I wanna see you. Hush the world, I wanna be on the inside and cool. Tell me what you wanna do. I wanna see you. Hush the world, I wanna be on the inside. Shady, I can tell who's shady. Pay me, but still rate me. Maybe it must be maybe, or maybe I must be crazy. No stress, no enemy. That boy used to be a friend of me. XO, what she sent to me. Say me can't let them boy get to me. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mega mood. High life, get that way. Soft fly far away from you. I wanna see you. Sweet like lemon, like so sweet. My G9 and I, let's go.